Chander Kanda, and he is the father of Ronan Kanda, who was murdered close to his home in Wolverhampton after he visited a friend's house to buy a PlayStation controller, and two 17-year-olds outside mistook him for someone that he wasn't and stabbed him to death. So let's talk to Chander Kanda. Welcome to the show, Chander.
Thank you.
Tell me, I mean, obviously this was terrible. I've read the witness statements that you all made. Your daughter saying that she's never going to be the same person. Your wife saying that it left her not only hating the people who killed her beloved son, but also hating the world. You know, when people get murdered like this, they're not just the only victims. What do you feel about this government initiative to stop people like the vile little killers of your son getting hold of these knives? Is it tough enough? Will it work? What should the government do?
Right. I think the government does need to get tough, especially if you know, people carrying are caught carrying knives. You know, there should be no second chance. There should be no cautions or whatever. There should be, you know, give them a minimum of a year or maybe up to about 2 years in prison just for carrying a knife, because the people who are carrying knives, especially these dangerous knives, you know, why are they carrying them? You need to ask the question, why are these people carrying these blades? There's only one reason for it, either to harm somebody or kill somebody.
Yeah, and these little thugs that killed your beloved son, worth pointing out that they'd ordered these zombie knives and machetes online and had been to the post office that morning to pick up their parcel, and that's how they got hold of them. So they should be, you know, anyone caught with these knives, I would suggest 5 years, no questions asked, zero tolerance. That would deter people from it. And the people selling them, maybe even tougher sentences, although the problem is that a lot of them are abroad. But you take my point.
Yeah, because, I mean, I take your point. And also, you know, these people need to tell the post office or other, I don't know whether communication, you know, whether there was communication made, telling the post office these packages have got, you know, knives or whatever. They need to check the identity of the person who's picking up the package. Right, this person, Prabjit Videsha, who stabbed my son, he just walked into the post office on that day, picked up his package and walked out, no questions asked. And I'm thinking, you know, why wasn't anything done about that? You know.
The thing is, Chander, that I agree with you. I mean, a crackdown is a good idea, but I don't trust that this crackdown will mean anything, bearing in mind that Suella Braverman, the current Home Secretary, is the 5th Home Secretary in a row to make a similar pledge, a similar announcement that there would be a big crackdown on these knives. And here we are, and I don't know if you saw the pictures today or over the weekend. We had a record number of stabbings at the Notting Hill Carnival. There's a picture on the front page of the Times of some little yob, you know, with this massive machete zombie knife thing held high in the air with a crowd all around him, including kids. I don't trust the government to actually be serious about this. Do you?
I don't trust them at all, because this is an ongoing problem. I mean, it's getting worse. And if they seriously wanted to do something about it, they would do something about it. They would have done something about it, but they haven't.
Absolutely, and this is I just think this sounds like a hollow announcement. I mean, I hope it works, but I can't see it. Now, your poor son Ronan was killed in 2022, so you're a kind of a year on. How are you and your family coping?
We are not coping, to be honest. I mean, so I feel sorry for my daughter, because I mean, I don't know if you know, but today is a special day between brother and sister. It's called Rakhi.
Right.
And it's like a tradition whereby every year, you know, the brother ties the sister ties a special kind of bracelet sort of thing on the brother's hand, and he gives her money. And today is that day, and you know, she's absolutely devastated.
Oh dear, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah, and my wife, she just, you know.
Well, look, Chander, look, all I can say, Chander, all I can say, is, you know, I'm so sorry for your loss, and it's a terrible, terrible tragedy, and I hope and pray that one day we do seriously do something about this. But it's very brave of you to come on, and please give my best to your family. Thank